I know I'm late to the Happy Ghast stuff. Sorry. What's cooking, everyone? My name's The Chef's Life, and welcome back to another Minecraft video where we are back in the Snapshot season, where we're going to be taking a look at the summer drop content which got revealed to us at Minecraft Live back in March. And so yeah, so we have all the Happy Ghast stuff as well as the Locator Bar stuff, which was shown prior to Minecraft Live. So yeah, we have the dried ghast as well as the Ghastling and Happy Ghast mob, and then we have the harness item. But we also have the Locator Bar stuff, which is also pretty interesting, more of a quality of life change for multiplayer engagement. So we have the Potion of Invisibility actually being able to hide you from other people when it comes to, you know, you being on their Locator Bar, and as well as wearing a hat and being able to crouch. So yeah, I won't be able to show that stuff off. I'll probably link a YouTuber named ZoomiVoid, I think that's how you say it. Link his video on the waypoint stuff and the Locator Bar stuff down below in the description. And so we'll dive into the Happy Ghast stuff. So the first thing we need to do is obtain ourselves a dried ghast. And in order for you to get one, there are two methods. There's the crafting, which you need 8 ghast tears and 1 bone block in the crafting grid. And then you can get one for yourself, you know, so it won't be too hard for players, especially players with older worlds, to get them. But there's also the natural method, which is by going to the nether, and we need to find ourselves a soul sand valley biome, and we need to find that structure. Actually, we need to find the fossil structures that you might find around the soul sand valley and see if we could find one just laying around. And no, we can't, not right there. Let's see if we could find one. Oh, let's check this one. Let's see if this one has a Happy Ghast, or sorry, a dried ghast. No. Oh, there we go. Here we go. We have one right here facing this direction, you know, kind of just a little cute but sad little guy. So yeah, I'm wondering why these guys are around the fossil structures. What kind of lore does this sort of entail? Some people have theorized that this is probably a dead ghast. It could be, but you know, who knows? You know, this is the beauty of Minecraft, not getting established lore and trying to figure things out or kind of come up with it for yourself. And so yeah, we have the dried ghast right here, which of course is the second method. All right, and now that we're back in the overworld, we're just going to grab ourselves the ingredients to make a dried ghast, or a couple of them. So we're just going to put the bone block in the middle, as well as some ghast tears all around. And it seems like we'll be able to make about 8 of them. So that's really nice. And then what you need to do is basically submerge them in water. So you can hear there are some sounds. Oh, you can hear like other sounds as well. Yeah. So yeah, over time, you're going to be able to see that the face of the Happy Ghast, or sorry, the dried ghast, I keep calling it the Happy Ghast. So you're going to see that the face is actually going to change from sad to less sad to sort of neutral and then to happy. So we're just going to up the tick speed just to kind of see what that looks like. Let's do 1,000. Let's see. There you go. Now it changed from less sad. And now it's neutral. So yeah, we should see it turn into a happier dried ghast. There we go. Now it's a bit more happy and it's a bit brighter. And yeah, now we just got to wait for it to hatch and we'll get our first ever Ghastling. Oh, okay. I need to turn down the tick speed. It's moving everywhere. All right, there we go. There we go. Where'd it go? There we go. Then now we have ourselves a Ghastling mob, which is kind of like the tadpole to the frog because it's kind of got its own model and it's a bit different, though the tadpole is like its actual own mob. And then this is actually the baby version of the Happy Ghast. So we'll just grab the mob egg there. And so yeah, some very interesting things with the Ghastling. So basically it'll follow you or any non-hostile mobs around. So say like a pig or a cow, it'll just kind of imprint onto those mobs or the player. So we'll just kind of get close and you'll see that it eventually just kind of wandered to my direction. Come on, come to me, come to daddy, your father. I'm your dad now. Okay. Yeah, it'll just do its own thing, you know. That's just kind of how the Happy Ghast rolls. Very interesting. We get a ghast mob from water and then getting it from the nether, or, you know, constructing it out of the tears, which of course you get from the nether. And yeah, so it's very loud. So yeah, and then in order to get the bigger Happy Ghast, we actually need to feed it some snowballs. So yeah, that's very interesting. Let's just go get some snowballs over here in my little aerial shoot thing. I don't know what they're called, like aerial platform. Yeah. Okay, so this is all the harness stuff. Let's just get ourselves some snowballs. Since we're in creative, I won't be able to get it from the ground. And yeah, you'll see that they actually are into snowballs. So yeah, come over here, little guy. And you can see that there's like some reddish pink going on, which is very interesting. So yeah, we'll just feed it some snowballs to grow it up, because it does take 20 minutes for it to grow up into the Happy Ghast, but we're just going to speed it up by feeding it its favorite food, which is snowballs. Oh, I did not mean to throw it. Come on. Grow up now. Oh my god, you need so many snowballs. Let's just do it until it gets bigger. Oh, there we go. Alright, so there we go. Now we got the big Happy Ghast. Oh no, he's leaving. Okay, wait, come back, come back. I need you to stay still. I don't want you to start wandering off. We're actually going to take you over there if that's alright with you. So we'll just go this way. Are you still following? Okay, yeah. Alright, come on. Come over here. Come to your father. You could try and go around if you want. Or not, that's fine. So we'll just kind of put the snowball in our offhand so he doesn't just wander off. So we're actually going to need the harness item, which if we go in here, we have an array of colors. So we have the blue all the way up to, you know, orange, black, white, and then we have the recipe for it. So we're just going to grab all this and just craft a normal blue one. So just, oh, we need to put 2 glass, a piece of wool, and some leather. And I will just say that I'm not personally a fan of the recipe. I wish it did use more items, because I'm a fan of items getting more uses. And so yeah, there we go. Now we have the harness on the Happy Ghast, and that is just amazing. All right, let's go this way because the fence is kind of blocking you. Yeah, so just come down here, and what you could do is essentially ride them. There you go. Now we're riding the Happy Ghast, and the goggles go down as soon as you're on. And let's just start flying around. So yeah, this is the Happy Ghast. And then you could also stand on them. They won't move. They won't even turn around. They will just turn around for the first second as soon as you stand on them. But yeah, you could just basically walk on them and just kind of jump around, and they won't move. Nothing. You can hurt them. So, you know, I don't want to test that out because this is my child. And yeah, so you can see that they're sort of like this little kind of divider looking thing. So you could basically have one player here, one player here, one player here, and then whoever's right here is basically the driver. And then we just start floating all the way up, because apparently once you're at cloud level, you will start to go just a bit quicker. Apparently, like, it generates some speed. You could just start, you know, flying as fast as you can. Well, not really. It's still a bit slow. So yeah, of course, this is the first snapshot. The Bedrock beta already came out quite a while ago, as well as with the vibrant visuals, which maybe I'll do a separate video on. The vibrant visuals is a pretty cool feature coming to Bedrock. So yeah, I'm just kind of enjoying myself up in the air, just kind of, you know, flying around and all that stuff. You're able to like kind of give yourself some tools and weapons and just basically just start shooting at people, you know, make it a very much a PvP kind of mob. Then you could get off. And then apparently an interesting tidbit that the devs noted at Minecraft Live is that you can basically build on them, or not build on them, I'm sorry. You could use them to basically build. I keep throwing snowballs. You could basically use them to build on like high elevated areas. So let's just go over there and kind of show off what I mean. Yeah, this is incredibly slow. I probably should have just stuck to the clouds. But even then, it's still kind of slow. It seems like it's about like player walking speed. I don't think it should be super fast because, you know, that kind of outclasses a lot of other things. And obviously the devs want people to be able to engage with all the mobs, especially ones that you can like utilize and ride on. All right, so let's just get a bit closer. There we go. So yeah, you could basically just stand on them and just start building up like, you know, your builds, which is very good for like, you know, high elevated builds. Oh, if you're not like phasing into the builds. Let me just go up here, and you could even start placing blocks while you're riding on the Happy Ghast. So just kind of like that. Of course, I'm not really building anything here, just kind of making like this little giant needle. And yeah, so let's just go all the way back over there. All right, we're almost there. Come on, I'm sure you could fit. Let's see. Oh yeah, you could totally fit. Come on. There we go. Now we can just basically get off the Happy Ghast and just kind of leave them to park there. Well, Not really, because they still just wander. But apparently they will kind of wander around the area that you left them at. So they'll just kind of stay here. I think it's like a 32 block radius. So yeah, they do tend to stay around the area that you left them at. But the best case, you probably want to use like a lead on a fence post, which actually does have to do with the new snapshot that came out as of yesterday. And yeah, so we'll talk about that tomorrow. So if you guys are excited for the new Happy Ghast and all the other stuff, the Locator Bar, then of course, get ready for some amazing things coming for the next summer drop. And if you guys enjoyed this snapshot showcase and can't wait for more, then of course, stay subscribed, like the video if you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. And goodbye from my son. You know what? Give me a name. I'll probably name him something in the next few snapshot showcases. All right. Bye.